peeps? Welcome to the show. Welcome to today's show. It's a great day to be out there. Hopefully y'all flying. How y'all doing today? It's Dave coming at you, SIL, getting the show out there for one and all. Kind of a miss on that Ukrainian thing, huh? Like, dude, every time we get taken aback by something new over there, and like something else goes on, and those people, man, I swear, I feel for them, but I'm hoping they can come back. And again, y'all stay strong. Just big bad bullies that hopefully he just gets put out to pasture the old-fashioned way. Good old board of justice, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we got trying to make up for that little coverage of that short show we had the last week, but not by much. I still got my big news coming, but I've still had to work on the show that I was talking about. So that new show is coming. The news I told y'all about is coming. Bear with me. It's like everything else I do. It's like I'm such a damn perfectionist when it comes to some of these things. It's like I can't give y'all just any ordinary thing. I mean, even though I could, I don't. It's a kind of a lame excuse for getting the shows out there, but such as it is, that's exactly what's happening. It's not a matter of like I'm toiling away every day, life and work, real life basically, getting away. And admittingly, this is real life, so I don't want to say like real life's getting in the way, but I mean, I can't fly. You can build all day. You can't fly. So, those of y'all out there that are like lucky enough to be able to do this, and by this I mean build. I don't care about the YouTube crap, but I mean like build and fly and stuff like that. That's great on you. And sometimes you have members that need all your praise. Stick with life. Stick with happenings, because sometimes life throws you a curveball. Sometimes it really gets in your way, but just fly and fold and be free and enjoy it, as well as like try to build what you can and when you can. So yeah, the shows are coming. It's been a matter like you haven't seen NASA's around like lately either. He's been having more issues than even like anybody. Like his are mostly based on the actual PC. Yeah. The IT guy's having a problem with his computer. And a lot of y'all will laugh at that, but, it happens to all of us, the best of us, at the time. So, you just kind of take the bitter with the batter, you know what I'm saying? You can't be all finding it amusing just because, IT guy, he sucks. Yeah. Sometimes I know you curse your IT guy, because the IT guy is just like a car mechanic. You try to do that crap and something goes wrong, and you take it into him, and it doesn't go wrong in front of him. So we can't find nothing wrong with it. Yeah. There's something wrong with it. Why do you think I brought it to you? Same thing with a computer a lot of times. But oh yeah, I got big news coming, people. It's extraordinary, and you'd think I'd be quicker on the draw about this because of the news that I have coming. But bear with me. It'll be great. I promise. But are y'all out there building? Are y'all out there flying? Weather's getting better for most of us. I mean, well, for most of us, I don't know. It's getting better for a couple of us in this region. For some of y'all, it probably never got bad. For some of y'all, it's starting to get bad. But just whatever you can do to get out there, get them flying and keep them flying, do what you can, and post some videos of it. We'd love to see that crap. Try to get some more videos out there myself, but working on this new show, and I finally got it just to that point for people can follow along and enjoy what's going to be coming. This thing sucks. It doesn't really suck. I'm trying to get this thing to work. Trying to get variants of this to work. If you guys know, you followed along, and I've seen people. Abby mentioned it. You've seen it. It's the NoRF or zero real fuselage, and I'm obsessed with the kind of design it come with. It's easy to make. It's like not so easy to break. Your plane doesn't typically like to fly with certain aspects of it. You figure it's funny because you figure when you build something like this, you're giving it like the rudder down below, instead of giving it like a tail fin or a big ass upright fin. You give it something down below that's almost the size of the wing, and then you wonder like, okay, why doesn't it fly? Well, it doesn't. I don't know. Like, the major problem inherent with these that I've had throughout most of the time is that they just don't like, they really don't like not losing the thrust. If there's a way to give them some thrust, I mean, and any way to make them stronger, of course, like a harder throw, the hardest throw you can by adding a ton of weight, making it an interceptor, rubber band launching it, giving it some power, anything short of doing that, like giving it power, okay, that you can just do and throw and it'll be start to glide. They don't glide. They just don't glide. And I think they don't glide because this area here is just too big. And this is obnoxiously, like, it's not enough. The fluttering that they inherently do is because of this. It's like, you can't have the thrust. Oh, sure, once it's done thrusting, it's like, no problem. But it want like a triple wing, a quadruple wing, cruciform wing, or tail, or body, as it were, with some of these. It works. You know, like, you're used to it, and you're like, oh, okay, sure, no problem. I mean, you got this, and it's like, okay, the cruciform wing is fine. The cruciform wing, or a tri-wing, or an X-wing, it's fine as long as it goes all the way back. It's just that when you're thrusting, obviously it gets all the way through, but when it loses something in one core because you built it all up to make it the same size here, here, and here on 3 surfaces, once that thrust goes away, it's looking for other surfaces to gain, and it gets these two, but it's missing this, so it starts to spin wildly and out of control. And every NoRF goes through this, so I don't think, barring putting an actual engine on it, I don't think a NoRF or a zero fuselage aircraft is no rear fuselage aircraft is the way to go. This is pretty much like one of my last attempts, and I was just really trying to do exactly what you see. The burst aircraft kind of turns out to be like that, and I was hoping like you could recover it by the many other methods it has on its wings, and it's not working because it can't get over the fact that it's inherently a NoRF in the back, and they just don't work. They just don't work. So this is, again, one of my last resorts here, trying to play with this, trying to do something with it, and it's not. You know, it's just not. I don't know what it would take. Like, why? I'm going to change that because I'm getting into it. Sorry, I don't know why I'm doing that like this. But I like seeing it on the fly because that's actually typing that in there for the topic as an experiment. Believe it or not, I'm really trying to do an experiment here so that you are following along. Anyway, it's hard to believe that it takes that. You know, it's hard to believe that there's just no way to make it work. And the burst aircraft and the Arstea, well, the Arstea is different. It doesn't have a NoRF situation going on, but the burst aircraft, it has its moments. You've seen some pictures of it. You've seen some flights of it. It has its moments. It's the best option I've got for something that never really intended to be experimenting with NoRF as much as it was the RSTE, and it's still not working. We'll try to keep updated with that. As soon as like flights really kick in here, I'm going to experiment with that, but that goes along with my big news. And trust me, it's going to be big news. I'm still getting logos out of a couple other of our clients, our members, our contractors. I'm just missing a couple. I need these big ones. Okay, if you're out there, if you're watching, if you're whatever you're doing, man, like getting on it, I need it from you, man. I'll probably send you a text later. Getting almost everybody else with it. Hey, please, guys, I need this. I'd like to have it, and we'll get the rest of it on the show. I mean, for the benefits of that. Anyway, NoRFs don't work, people. I mean, I can't see a way to do it. It might be great to put the power-ups on it if you've got a power-up, if you've played with power-up. If you haven't, it's a no-go. It just sucks. It just sucks. Man. It's funny how when you build them, like I build them straight out the way to build the zero rear fuselage, and then the only way to make them work is to actually put it back on there. I mean, that's not what I intended to do. And that's where we're at. So get out there, get flying, get some videos out there of my planes, of your planes, of our planes. We just love to see them. I also actually think that, like, I'm segueing without segueing, but I also like to think that these little things are going to kick it. This is that right there is the best variant I've done of ND193, the one with the spider-like slant and the spider-like pinch, and I don't know what to say about it. That's why I took that pause. It's like I tried to give it that, and it doesn't like that. It doesn't like spider crap. So I'm sorry to say that spider crap isn't going to work on it. I don't know if it's... I'd have to build a couple more like that to be sure. Because I don't know if it's the pinch of the anhedrals pointing them inside, and I don't know if it's a downward slope from like upward slant to the back. I know I want to get that nose to it because that one right there works. And works good, even indoors. Well, I guess most of them kind of work indoors. But you're doing a lighter throw for a shorter distance. Getting them outside is the real test. And NASA's, I'm sorry to say, but that thing blows. I mean, I can't do spider stuff to it at all. I can't give it, like, that slant. I can't give it the spider slant where it's bigger in the front, sloping down to nothing. I can't give it the pinch. I don't think I was able to give it the downward slope. I don't think I've just tried the pinch. I'm going to try to build a couple more with one and the other, and not both, and hopefully one of those things work. But right now, that one that works so well has neither. The only thing it has is my tech, which is cutting off the nose. Is that enough? Sure, it could be. But I wanted it to be cool and have something else in there. So I'm going to give it a couple more tests with the other ones. You'll probably be privy to that. I'll hopefully get the videos on that. If not, put that one to bed. Call it stillborn. I'm losing so many of them. Again, that kind of pertains to the big news that I've got. And it's not... I phrased it in this terminology as like, did you see right there what happened? Well, I haven't skipped it again. It's just like, it's ready to launch. I just want to make sure I get everybody's news in there because like it's the news show. It is the news show. It is going to be like, I mean, anything that comes up in like pertaining around the core. I mean, that's why it's called IVPAC. You know, it's inside IVPAC for a reason. That's why. I'm going to use that. It's going to be what you're going to see for all of that. And it's coming out. It's on its way in. You'll see it. Get ready for it. That's the new show. It is coming, I promise. I was hoping like a T- something on it, but it hasn't been out here yet. In any case, I hope to have it here soon. And then... everybody will be happy, and it'll be great, and like it'll just be a news blurb show, and it's a totally different format, and a little bit of live, but it won't look anything like this. So anyway, try to get some pictures in on this crap too. Oh God, I'm gonna need to take pictures. I'm gonna need to take a whole mess of pictures and upload them, and that's gonna be great. Yeah, it's gonna be great. But anyway, yeah, guys, our weekly show here, brought to you by the wonderful people that make scissors, paper, and staples and tape. You know who you are. I had to get that out there. I always feel like I should do that, you know, to help us out because, like, everybody, you know, when you're in this kind of hobby, that's what you need is the aforementioned items and a couple other things: scissors, paper, tape, staples, a hole punch, a pen, you know, certain things like that. Yeah, it's a great hobby to get into, and sometimes it doesn't cost you money, but for others it's expensive as hell, and there's both ways to look at it. So however you do it, however you get them out there, however you keep them flying, it's up to you to make us big or better. But again, by all means, like, send us some pictures. People like send us some videos. I like to see some throwing out there. I like watching all the ones of the other channels there. Get to some of our links, see some of the other channels, the other ones within the sphere, and our other contractors, as well as friends of the core. It's good stuff. But, you know, I'm going to cut on out of here because the weekly show is just this. It's a shorter show. It just wants to keep the juices flowing, the creative juices flowing, the flight juices flowing, and, you know, just making your minds better, making your designs better, and